All right, everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for August the 22nd, 2022. Hope everybody is well. I did put out a reading for August the 21st, but it may have the date of August the 22nd on it because I did, do the reading live late in the morning. Okay, so I think the title I put out was Leo season. All right, so for your shuffle, we have Uranus and we had Cancer to come out. Some of you can be an Aquarius somehow in your chart, whether it's a sun, moon, or ascendant or rising. Aquarius also can be your Venus or your Mars placement. And we also have Cancer. Some of you also could be Capricorn. Hey, how are you? Okay, so your title is Unexpected Changes. Okay, so a lot of you expect some unexpected changes when it regarding to your home. So that can be, getting approved for a home. That can be, unfortunately, maybe some evictions. This also can be a discussion with your mate about moving to another city, state, or country. This also can be, a significant increase in your money or income where that you're just able to move all of a sudden. All right. Now, this also can be to job or job placement that some of you may be thinking about moving, taking some type of new job position, because fourth house, hey Stagner, fourth house of Cancer is the home. It's a piece of property, right? So I'm hearing also that some of you make sure that you check the taxes on a piece of property and make sure that you have paid the taxes on a piece of property. A lot of us that have landlords, it may be that your landlord is deciding to sell their property and you don't know it, right? So that also can encompass a sudden move. Fourth house of Cancer also is about traveling, right? So some of you can be unexpectedly traveling to go see other family members and, in other side of the country or world or an hour or two away. This also can be about your vehicle, okay? So make sure that you are checking your vehicle. Go ahead and doing the maintenance on your vehicle, checking the tire pressure. It also can be some unexpected changes when it comes to your car. Okay, maybe, I hope not, right? That all of a sudden you start having problems with it. So go ahead and let's start your fall, winter maintenance on your vehicle. All right. Some of you that has been inquiring about a specific property, you may get some information that it is up for sale, or it can be the right amount that you can invest into buying a piece of property. But, it's time for you to look at something very differently. Also, when it comes to your home, some of you may have a time that will come to you that you may think about letting somebody move in with you, or you may decide to move in with somebody else. All right, so let's go ahead and get your cards down. Now, you remember that I do Vedic Sidereal on my channel, right? So for that reason, we're in Leo season from August the 16th through September the 16th. Okay, so, some things can be changing in your home. Gosh, when it comes to work or going back to work. Okay. Hold on, the card hit the floor. The Death card. So something that you thought that was over may not be quite over. Okay. Or it still can be vice versa. So hold on. Especially when it comes to the Two of Cups and relationship matters. Some of you maybe just be thinking differently very soon when it comes to love and relationship. Maybe some of you had started some type of situation with somebody, and now you're ready to take a closer look at something. Remember, we're in Leo season, right? So that means dating. Some of you, maybe if you met somebody recently, or you met somebody like a little bit ago, right? And dynamics of that relationship also can be changing for you. Okay. But, I just want to encourage you to take it one step at a time. Just take it one step at a time, because this also can be a phase, especially if they have Leo placements. Also, depending on where you have Leo placements in your chart, where the sun is in what house for you, and where the sun is in what house for this other person. Because things can be very hot and steamy right now, okay? Because it's like dating season. So you want to make sure that, you listen to your intuition. Thank you, angels, okay? And your attitudes about the past also may come into play right now. Okay, some of you, your views about the past, you're listening more to your intuition right now about your creature comforts. How do you see your home? How do you want to be in relationships? Your understanding, or, it's causing you to take a closer look at your feelings right now. Some of you may be hiding your feelings from a specific person. Now, nothing is going on in Cancer. Really. Venus and the sun had recently left Cancer not too long ago, about a couple of weeks ago, right? So love also can be trying to be established, because every time Venus leaves one zodiac sign, she likes to try and pair a relationship or to mate a relationship. But if both people are not on the same page when it comes to that type of support to each other, or that type of stability, of course it's not going to work, right? But only thing going on, the 7th house, opposite of Cancer, in Capricorn is Saturn. Okay? And Saturn will be retrograde there in Aquarius. Saturn will be retrograde in Capricorn until a couple or more, just a little bit longer. I think till October, actually. Okay, so Saturn is about learning and teaching. Could be to you or to another person, about your feelings, about what you want, about the fluctuation of your feelings. Uranus also likes to stir up things. Uranus is like a rebel. So it can be some things that's going on in your home. Also could be dealing with your children. Okay. Young or adolescent, teenager. Some things that may be going on with your children, and things are being stirred up in the home right now. Something may be causing you to need to be open to new ideas when it comes to your home. And some of you may need to invent a new way to either secure your home, the work hours or something like that can be changing for your home. Some of you may have been working days or evenings, get switched to overnight, or vice versa. But it's something going on, or will be, about the home. Okay. So if that is resonating with you, please make sure you leave you can't get no more than a Wheel of Fortune of change. That's why I'm saying they keep having me to go over about change. Change. Okay. So for a lot of you, it could be your home. It could be work. It can be a moving in or moving out situation. It can be, some of you, your kids may be going through some things, and stuff is being stirred up in your home right now. But it will be something that you need to take a different look at, or to be open to see this change. Now, what is in Sag? Nothing is really in Sag either right now. Nothing's really going on in Sag. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is all about the highs and the lows. So if you're really at your low point right now, get ready for an unexpected change with it. You'll be riding, okay, back up in the direction of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and also if you're up right now, it can be an unexpected change where that things may start to change in your home. You know, I'm hearing also about rent. So some of you, your rent may be increasing. This also, the Wheel of Fortune is about husband, and also can be about a father figure. So, you know, if your father is still here, it could be some changes that will be happening for your dad and his home. And maybe you're thinking about or realizing that you may have to move or let your father move in with you. Or some of you may need to move in with your father for a very short time. This also can be, some of you, this can be you changing your dynamics, your feelings, okay, about how you see marriage. And some of you, this can be a time for you where you're looking forward to be more open, okay, for marriage. So now we have Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands usually is about other people's conflicts. It also can be inner conflict. But like I said, if you have been going through a lot of changes and challenges, okay, that is about to be over. First card is always the strongest. Make sure you use and listen to your intuition. You know, some of you that had to travel or were thinking about traveling, that also can be ending for you. Okay, that can be an unexpected change where you don't have to travel as much. Now, I'm going to clarify what is this conflict, because it can be a past conflict for some of you, and for some of you this can be a new conflict. Okay, we got 2 5s here back to back. So any cards that are behind the Wheel of Fortune usually is things that was happening to a person or to you from your past. Okay, so yes, you went through a lot of different things. You had to get a lot of things accomplished here. Some of you, it was understanding, okay, and realizing your feelings with the Moon card here, Cancer, about love and relationship from your past. But now that is about to change. Okay, it's about to change. How you actually felt about love and relationships also is about to change. But it's up to you to be open to it. If you're not going to be open to it, then you're still going to be a Five of Wands. You're still going to be a Five of Cups. Okay? Still worrying about how the past didn't work out with the Three of Cups here on the ground. When it's time to invent or to be open to new ideas and have a new 2 cups right here. Okay? You're going to forever keep being nostalgic about how things didn't work out before. And that's going to remain an inner conflict for you. But the wheel is trying to turn for you for like a new day, a new sense of stability, whether it's employment, job, career, leaving one relationship, you know, understanding your feelings about it. A new person or new people being put on your path, right? For you to meet and to mingle and to socialize, but you don't want to pay it any attention. You still want to fuss and cuss about what didn't work in the past. So you're going to keep reliving your past. Hey, how are you? So some type of unusual example. I really want to go ahead and clarify that real quick and see what it could be. Okay. The Hierophant. For some of you, you know, it was a marriage that is dissolving right now. Also can be a very strong commitment or living arrangement with the Four of Wands here, or the Moon card. This is also you, like I said, about things that were not stable in your life, you acting very stubborn. Unexpected change can be that some of you are changing your stubbornness. Okay. Feeling very possessive still over the intentions that did not happen, okay, the way that you felt or thought that it was going to happen for a past relationship. Dependable, you getting your strength back physically, and also to handle these changes from your past. And I feel for some of you, it still may be a couple of things that you're going to have to get through, but it's going to come out very fortunate though. And I don't think a lot of you you're trying. Yeah, all of us is trying, really. What can we do? We don't have any choice. And we always want to, try to keep reinventing ourselves that, yes, I can get through this. Trying to find the strength from somewhere to keep it moving, right? A lot of things in all of our lives are human, are not going to be perfect, and it's always not going to work out. It's all about how you deal with the change, how you deal with the conflict, right? How you understand your feelings behind it, take care of it, and move on. Because the wheel is always going to keep turning. It's always going to keep turning. If you're not ready when it does go to the top again for you to be on top, it's going to bypass you, okay, and go back down and around and keep you still down in the lows. But I really feel that a lot of you, that this is going to be behind you now, okay? And us being in Leo season right now, Vedic Sidereal, a lot of you are going to get a new chance to meet somebody and let those changes be implemented into your life. But you have to cooperate. Now, the Hierophant also is about higher learning. It's about you being in a higher vibration, a higher frequency, listening more to your intuition, your soul's path. Also, some of you have been having some inner conflict, can be about your own faith or prayers or religion. Mm-hmm. Some of you, this can be why a relationship ended, because of two different people and their religious beliefs. Okay. Now, some of you, a change is also coming when it comes to, no, don't cry, because you're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry. Marriage is very hard, but you can't make the other person cooperate, right? But that don't mean that you don't get another chance. Yes, originally the Hierophant, you only want to be married once, right? But sometimes it don't work that way. Because, sometimes it was meant maybe for you to date that person and not to marry them, okay? Until you got a certain level on your path where that both of you or the other person, okay, or you, right, was in a more, I want to say, even more religious structure of how you are now. If it's kind of like if you knew what you knew now by how the highest entity source has brought you to this point, bringing you more down to earth, preserving your energy, preserving your faith, the intention that you have put into yourself, the way that you have changed intentions about how you do things and how you socialize or mingle with people, the more dependable that you are as a new version of you. If you knew all that for a lot of you when you first got married, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, or however the case may be for you, and it didn't work out, right? It's the wheel of fortune. It still can be new changes, a new day for you. Okay, so don't give up. And don't feel like, oh, marriage is always, or strong commitment, or living together, or whatever, is always going to be a bad change or a bad outcome, or it's always going to be a challenge. Hell, it's a challenge living by yourself, you know? But it's about not marriage, but it's about who you marry. So don't blame, okay, marriage, and that you never want to do it again, or you don't want to do it at all, based on one relationship or a couple of relationships from your past, or even one from your recent and one from 2 years ago, or something like that, that didn't work out, or one that was 5 years ago and you still haven't, got to this position in your life right now that you don't want to be as stubborn, okay, about relationships. Well, the death card came back out anyway. Like I said, another change. The death card here is a rebirth. This is what you have been going through. The rebirth, or the new you, is changing to a more stronger, okay, a more stronger you when it comes to your feelings, how you feel your feelings, and how you execute your feelings. Okay, the death card and the Wheel of Fortune are two major changes. Two major changes. How you look at things, how you regret, how you felt sad, how you felt, out of place, how you felt about love, how you have been working on your feelings, coming from conflicts, even a lot of you that has been saying yes to a lot of other people about helping them in different situations. You're changing about that too. You're learning also to put yourself first. Not only now, but in the future, if you were to put yourself back into a relationship. You've learned not to do things how you did before. That's the huge change. Bottom of the deck is, why does the Eight of Wands keep coming up in reverse? And the Page of Wands, okay? So the Page of Wands is always about new opportunity, and you are able to grasp on to that new opportunity. Time for you to take action, okay? Now, some of you are or will be either gaining a new intimate relationship with somebody, or some of you are stopping a one-hit wonder type of relationship with somebody else. Now, some of you also could have met somebody new, or this is you that also could be younger to the other person that you were thinking of, or even to a new person, right? But the Page of Wands also can be like, it's time to take a new adventure. It's time to invent new things and new ways, and now you're going to start going after them. Now, the Page of Wands also is about inexperienced, okay? Learning anew. So things that you had to end or stop, or you're not going to do it anymore, or allow yourself to be involved in those type of situations and or relationships. It's like this is a new day. You're going to be starting over as a page. So that also can be meeting somebody new. Okay, you're experiencing or starting a new relationship with this person as the new version of yourself. You are going to put action into it and to go after it. This also can say, as the spread here, that the way that you were inexperienced, and it don't have anything to do concretely about your age, right? Because you can go to a new job and don't know how to do what they're asking you to do until you get trained, right? That's a Page of Wands. Because you can be 40, 50, 60 years old, and you've been through a lot of things in your life, and you're very experienced. But the Page of Wands is asking you to allow to learn how to do something new again, all over. Yes, you knew how to love. Yes, you knew how to be intimate. Yes, you knew how to be in a relationship But the new things that are coming to you, learn how to be a page. Okay, taking one step at a time. Because this is your rebirth. So as a new you, the old you has died so that the new you can be born, right? You're going to be inexperienced. Because you can't, thank you, angels, you can't use the old version of you in a new type of situation and in a new sense of your life. This goes on the death card, which is majestic, authority, self-esteem, pride, ego, fear, just, devoted, heart-centered. Now, this also could be a person that you're thinking about, their spread, right? That you haven't heard from them, 8 of Wands in reverse. That they had, it seemed like they reduced their energy down from like a king or emperor or a queen down to a page. And this is the learning curve that this person also has went through, right? Or is going through as a rebirth. So dead to the ego so that love can happen. So either that's you or somebody else. Okay. This person also can be a Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Sag twice. There go to Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Leo. Okay, you can still have it in your chart. Don't have to be a sun sign. Can be an ascendant or a moon. Okay, because the moon is your feelings, right? So we have the Archer. Careful aim, on target. Shoot, go to guy or gal. Direct, quick, precise, focus. And this is the air conditioner blowing the card, okay? Focus and matchmaker. Like I keep saying, you know, something is going to be match made with you. Whether it's a new job opportunity, whether it's traveling, okay, and you will find some type of employment there. This also can you be that somebody's going to make you with a home or a new home. This also can be somebody may introduce you to somebody, or you may introduce somebody, okay? And this can be a new partnership for a friend or a family member or a co-worker, your mom, your dad, a brother, something like that. And you match made them, okay? And this is also where, you know, your person could have had a lot of challenges when it came to love and relationships. But now, since they are willing to change and to do the new work about it, this is you or a new person, right? Being match made with somebody. Very good. But, you know, it's going to cause you to stay focused and to stay on target. When this change happens as the Wheel of Fortune, you got to take precise aim at what you want to achieve it. Okay, so that's even relationship. That's even going after a job. This is even, you know, being very quick and precise. Because when that wheel turns, you got to go with the flow of the wheel. You cannot procrastinate. Okay, so this can be an instant decision that some of you may have to focus and decide on very quickly. Okay, now I'm not telling you to make a rush choice, but something or a situation and or a person or you has been carefully aiming at something. Okay, whether to buy a piece of property, whether to pick up a new hobby as a page, and now you're learning something new to do. This is you now focusing on your own feelings, right? Because you do want love, marriage, or commitment in the near future. This is also somebody that could be very interested in you, okay? And now they will be focusing directly all in their life about the changes that they want to do in theirs so it can match make with yours or vice versa. Because all these fives and the death card and all this stuff, I feel that this is how you've been, okay? Whether it's been weeks, months, or years, and the change is here now. All right, so we got a good sign or omen, very good. Baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, regret. Falling right on the 5 of Cups, which is regret, sorrow, you know. But I feel that you're going to get a good sign, a new omen about positive change. Okay. Which is very good. Because it's time to leave that emotional baggage behind, either you or somebody else. Now that card flew out. I'm going to take it. I would just be happy with a friend at this point. Yeah, but you know, sometimes that is not what your fate entails for you. And you don't know what your fate or your destiny is, right? Until the changes happen. So even though we are very complacent about how we feel and what we want to do, and we don't want to take anything any further, I'm really trying to work on myself. But you can only do those practices of healing for yourself for so long, because you must fulfill your destiny. And none of us know what our destiny is, what our fate is. This is the wheel of fate. So whatever is pertaining to your particular fate, these changes have to happen. Okay. And for a lot of you that don't go with the flow of the change of your fate, well, we don't want to also claim lonely and depression. Especially when it's time to come out of that, right? And the challenge now is to actually to be happy on purpose and not to purposely be lonely and want to stay or feel depressed. Because that's also a mindset, you know. Because, you know, a lot of people can also get like that. When the changes don't happen when they want it, for who they want it to be for, when it don't happen at a specific time in their life, when they was ready to do something, then people don't want to do it. But when your fate changes, no, you're not supposed to be that way. A lot of times that what put us in lonely situation and or depression is because of what somebody else did. We don't purposely put our own chakras in a sense of loneliness and depression and hurt. It comes from the lack of a reciprocation from another situation and or person, okay, that we did not get back of what we put into it, whether it's a job, whether it's dealing with friends, whether it's helping out family members and they don't reciprocate, whether it's a lover or a spouse or a long-term boyfriend, girlfriend, same sex or relationship, something like that. The more you put into something and somebody don't return it as tenfold or more, then we tend to, as humans, take it personally. We tend to have a certain reservation about it, right? And then that turns into resentment. And then resentment, if you hold on to it long enough, will turn into depression and loneliness. Because we are good people and because we love and want to be loved and give out that type of energy, but we don't get it back, or we expect to get it back and we don't, we are holding on to that resentment, right, of not being reciprocated. Yeah, my firstborn died too, but I'm still here. I'm still moving on. I had depression, and this was almost about 30 years ago now when my firstborn died. I got one or two broken teeth. I'm going to get a partial done. But like I said, it's all about when you are ready to make this change. Okay, so if you decide to stay depressed and lonely, then that's how your life is going to be. Because it's nothing that you can do to change nothing that happened in our past. Because we can't change it. but we can change the way that we do things now that will affect for our future. Okay. On the Page of Wands, we have the Clover. All right, so happy coincidence, reward, good fortune, unexpected rendezvous, carefree, a fling, or a flirt. I feel that whoever this person was that has stopped communicating to you or sending you messages, I feel that you were a big flirt or they were a big flirt to you. They were acting like a page. They was making promises to you that they were not ready to do or give as a commitment. Okay, and it don't matter how old that you are or that person is, right? I feel that with carefree here in reverse, that the carefree days or the ways that you thought or think, the carefree is gone, and you're going to be the Hierophant now, which is about a lot more structure, about, you know, putting things into alignment, learning. Right? It's also the Hierophant. It's about teaching and learning. Also, the Hierophant can be about government. So some of you can be applying for a government position. Okay. Whatever government position that is. And this also could be a new authoritative position working with the government. And I feel that this new thing that is coming towards you, that you're learning as a new, is going to be very fair and just for you. You're going to be very devoted to it. Also can be a job or a placement or a new person that you are meeting or will be meeting. Okay. Now, if you don't want to meet the person, then the fate is going to just bypass it. Okay. And you're going to continue to stay in the same position, 5 of Wands and 5 of Cups and the Death card. You're going to stay in those energies until you want to accept change and go with the flow of change. Then it's nothing that's going to change for you. Okay. I mean, if somebody likes you and wants to be interested in you and you don't want to, in a way, flirt back, then you're going to stay a 5 of Cups. You're going to stay regretting over the past, okay, and not moving on towards your future, because you still have to be a page and introduce yourself, right? You have to introduce yourself to that person. They have to introduce themselves to you. That is a page, right? That is a page for both of you that is learning each other, getting to know each other. And the more that you do that on down the future, it can be a new sense of stability. Waxing quarter moon. I do see some of you here with the waxing quarter moon may have also lost a child, also as the page. Can be in the past and or recently. I feel that a lot of you, see there, you can't fix anybody. And this is what also you're learning, not only about your past, but you're learning how to fix yourself, because you're the only one that can do it. No person, no pastor, no relationship, no spouse, no lover. Nobody can fix yourself but you. And you're going to have to want to do it. You're going to have to want to focus on this, right? And to want to change this sense of stability within. A powerful, compassionate wellspring of life, of fulfillment. But if you don't want it, you don't want it. Okay? So you're going to take it as a bad omen and not a good one. That somebody is interested in you. So, oh, that's a bad omen because I don't want relationships. So now I feel like I'm cursed because somebody actually likes me. No, that's not what that means. It's about your fate. Your destiny is still going to happen. It's still going to turn whether you want it to or not. Okay? It's just how long you decide to hold off on your fate and your destiny changing. The more you deter it, the more, you're going to have challenges with it in your life. So it's time for a relationship to shift. If it doesn't work to try to fix someone, each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Like I've been saying. Okay. And you also got the Archer here twice. Some of you, this can be in Sag season. But again, this is going to require you to take careful aim. Okay. Something is going to be on target for you very soon. Where you're going to have to be very direct, very open, very strong, very dependable. Your sense of stability will be changing also. Okay. New focusing skills, learning something new also could be a hobby or training, on the job training. Okay. And you may be a person that is the go-to guy or go-to gal, right, for this job position. Some of you also can be working with hotel or airport. Some of you have thought about counseling here. So if you feel that is going to be something that will help you more quickly, it's a very good idea for you. I see it here. But I don't feel that you are cursed. It's time to let go of the guilt. Whether you did the guilt or whether the guilt was done to you. Okay. It's time for you to take authority and to take authority measures over your life now. Now, you also could have some of you to have somebody to come around you that is very authoritative. So they may feel or act like they can fix you, but they're soon going to learn that that's not the case, right? So surrender, denial. Yes. So accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Surrender the denial that you can't fix anybody. And that, yes, maybe this particular person that you like, or maybe you're the person that's very difficult. And this other person, okay, needs to surrender the denial that they can fix you. Because you're very majestic. I feel that you have came a very long way from your past and the things that you have went through. Motherhood, fatherhood, going through your rebirth right now. A lot of you are not dating, or you haven't been thinking about dating, but you're about or kind of want to be open to it very soon. Okay. Remember that the cards are about the future, not necessarily about the past. The cards don't want to keep telling you about the past because you can't do anything about it. Okay. So the messages are here giving you guidance about what you can work on now. Okay, as the message is being brought to you as foresight. All right, so as soon as I said something about surrender resentment, yes, surrender to what is, and surrender your attachments to the results. You cannot be okay with the results if you don't know what the results is, because the results hasn't happened yet, because the results are the future. Okay, so just surrender to what is. Go with the flow. I mean, you can create your formula for success. It's all that you can do to make things happen, and then let go. And however it turned out like that. Because holding on too tightly to a desired outcome is going to sabotage it. So meeting somebody new, if it don't work out, it don't work out. There's no need to hold on to resentment or, hold on too tightly to somebody who you're not going to be a part of your future, or you're not going to be a part of theirs. This also can be going both ways, right? You understand that you can't change a situation. Compassionately understand that, and don't make or hold resentment about it, and move on. Okay? because it's only going to hold up your fate. Let me throw out this card here. Now, this also could be about, you know, a lot of you changing jobs or position, or somebody moving in or moving out of your house, or you're deciding to leave, and you still have hate and resentment regarding a certain situation. Okay, but resentment is going to turn into anger, bitterness, and hate. And you're going to be the one walking around holding on to that. And it's going to cause health problems to you, not the other person. So by holding on to resentment, anger, and hate, look at there, you're putting yourself closer to the deathbed than the other person, because you're destroying your body. You're bringing on health ailments because you're holding on to resentment, not wanting to go with the flow, surrender to what is. All right, we tried to make it work, it didn't work, so hey, you know, let's move on. Sometimes it is that easy. Sometimes it just has to be that, right? Because you can't fix anybody. You can't make nobody do anything. You can't make this person be a better spouse. You can't make them try to understand you, you know. But it is a relationship shift here, whether to separate or for a new one to try to come together. You got the fortune cookie. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay? Like I keep saying, your fortune and your fate is changing. But if you don't want to go with the flow, then it's nothing that can be done. You're going to be sitting and left in resentment, hatred, anger, bitterness, regretting over that this other person wouldn't allow you to fix them, and also can be vice versa. So you're going to stay in denial. Now, like I said, this also could be another person, okay, that is still stuck in denial, and that you won't allow them to fix you. So it seems like both of you, or both sets of people, still needs a lot of healing work to do. Okay? This also could be why the Hierophant is here. But that's your reading for today. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because we already been on here like 40-something minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Also go and watch yesterday's reading because it talked about dating anew. It talked about new changes. It talked about the title Leo Season Vedic Sidereal. Okay. And I feel that yesterday's reading has a lot to do on why this is overflowing in this message tonight. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.